Hey, real quick, you can check out my Christian apparel brand, my favorite Bibles, commentaries, books, all linked in the description below. Howdy, y'all. I'm Brylan. Now, it's no secret that there's an evil agenda targeting our society right now. But, it's when that evil agenda targets children that really spikes that righteous indignation within me. Man, I feel like a legalist that just caught a Christian living in the freedom of Christ. But, these depraved perverts, please, don't excuse my strong terminology, have made it clear that they want to do everything they can to convert your children to insanity. I mean, remember when the Disney exec got caught saying this?
Last summer, we removed all of the gendered greetings in relationship to our life skills. So we no longer say ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Our leadership over there has been so welcoming to my not at all secret gay agenda. I don't have to be afraid to let's have these two characters kiss. Let's in the background. I was just wherever I could, just basically adding queerness.
Oh, and when the left just kind of came out and said the quiet part out loud.
But you're just frightened. You think that we'll corrupt your kids if our agenda goes unchecked. Funny, just this once, you're correct. We'll convert your children. Happens bit by bit, quietly and subtly, and you will barely notice it. We're coming for them. We're coming for your children.
In this video, I'm going to show you how the most popular children's show on earth just exposed their satanic agenda. And then I'm going to show you the disgusting response from one of the writers of the show. If you wanted confirmation of the agenda, you're going to want to see this response. Hey, real quick, would you mind hitting that thumbs up button? When you like this video to get pushed out to more people, and it would really help spread the truth. So this is the show, Coco Melon. I don't expect you've heard of this show if you don't have young children. So please, before you write in the comments, well, how can it be popular? Oh, I've never heard of it. Now, Coco Melon is a YouTube show. You can go on and listen to nursery rhymes and kids songs, all done with this fun little animation that entertains your kids while you suck down your third mimosa and call it a busy day. But check it out, 170 million subscribers. There's only 2 channels that are more popular than Coco Melon on YouTube. One of those channels is Mr. Beast, and the other is, this one. But I want you to notice something insane here. Look at this. They have a combined total of 173 billion views on their YouTube channel. Hey, real quick, would you leave me a comment below? Even if it's not about this video, I would love to hear from you. In fact, this channel is so popular that a major conglomerate bought the rights to Coco Melon and gave Netflix a show based on Coco Melon. And that show is called Coco Melon Lane. And I'm going to pause this because I actually had a video playing in the background of one of my videos before and it got copyrighted. But I want you to notice something up here. One of the most popular kids shows literally ever. Well, looks like it's tanking on IMDb. Check it out, 1.5 out of 10. That's impressive in a whole nother way. You got to admit. Let's give them credit. That's impressive. Popularity is down. Check that out. 3,746. They dropped. The most popular kids channel on YouTube now has a show on the most popular streaming site, Netflix. But it absolutely tanks and becomes, not popular at all. Why? Well, I'm hoping it's because of this. I'm hoping parents are getting their act together and seeing the agenda that's being woven into all this kids' entertainment today. There's no kids' entertainment, at least nothing in the mainstream, that is free of the agenda. All of it. And I mean all of it. Every single kid show now has an agenda to it. They want to indoctrinate your children into the depraved world order. So let's take a little look-see at one of the most beloved, trusted children's shows decided would be a smart idea.
How about you break out those moves for your two biggest fans?
Okay, so it's two dads singing and dancing together. How about you break out your dance for your two biggest fans? And this kid jumps out of a closet with a tutu and a tiara on. All right, I had to turn off the music because they will copyright me. I'll probably get caught for what I just played. But look at this. If you're not sure what to choose, think about all the things you like to do. Just be you. Just be me. Yep. When you're trying to decide, think about all the things you like to do. So here you have a little boy in a closet full of things to dress up in, and you got his two LGB daddies. Basically, he's looking at everything else like, oh, I want to do that. And there, don't you dare pick that fireman hat. Don't you dare touch that cowboy hat, boy. You're going to put on that tiara, and it's going to be your own free will. If you think the indoctrination is just a conspiracy theory, well, look no further. There is no conspiracy about any of this. It's happening. And it's not just happening in kids' shows either. This is happening at schools, your children's kindergarten class, all across the nation are getting pumped full of this same type of satanic agenda where they try to twist the truth and turn everything backwards and call evil good and good evil. That's exactly what's happening today. You know, the Bible says don't do that. In fact, go check out my last video, The Most Terrifying New Laws of 2024, to get an idea of what's happening in schools. Now, this man is named Brandon Violet. As you can see here under Coco Melon Lane, you can see he is a creator of the show. Now, this man has also worked on Thomas and Friends, which is very sad. Again, another wholesome show that is going down the potty. But not surprising at all, this man works for Disney as well. In fact, he doesn't just work at Disney, he's a head writer. Now, this is the man that's responsible for what happened in Coco Melon. So in response, Brandon posted this little article here. When you click on this picture, it goes to a romper article. But this is an entire article meant to mock parents, meant to mock you for not just going along with the insane leftist agenda that wants to destroy the hearts and minds of your children. So this article is called 5 Questions for the Few People Outraged Over Nico's Two Dads on Coco Melon Lane. Yeah, there's more than a few people upset, and I hope people actually stand their ground and stop watching this kind of garbage. In fact, I would say stop watching their YouTube channel as well. So her first question is, oh, you're serious? I guess I'm not surprised, but this sort of thing never stops being disappointing because all I'm seeing in this 8-minute episode is a family of 2 dads and their son taking family portraits, a child playing dress up, an overall message of be yourself. I guess I missed the abuse, sorrow, evil, while I was blinking. And then nothing condescending here. That, or what actually offends you, is the existence of LGB people, which, the more I think about it, feels more accurate. You know they're cartoons and you don't have to watch them, right? See, they're telling you the answer here. Don't watch it. Don't support it. The more you do, the more they think, hey, let's continue to do this. And that's the thing about Disney. Disney should be in oblivion right now. They shouldn't exist right now. But too many parents overlook the depravity, the insane, satanic, demonic agenda. And instead they say, well, if we stop letting our children watch Disney, then we'll be inconvenienced because we can't sit them down in front of a television set while we scroll. Now, I'm not saying letting your kids watch something is a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. But the thing is that the more you promote these types of shows, this is all that there's going to be. You're not going to have any other options. The next question they asked, what do you think is going to happen? Oh, like, what's the big deal? She says, do you think watching 10 seconds of a little boy playing dress up in a tutu and crown is going to affect any kind of riotous social change in your house? Well, I don't know, maybe not the 10-second clip as you put it, longer than that, by the way. But when you add, I don't know, an innocent children's show giving these depraved messages on top of spending 8 hours at school every day, giving these depraved messages while watching movies and seeing TV stars and all the top musicians of our day giving these depraved, insane, backwards, personal truth, lies and deceit, then yeah, it adds up. It does. And then they finish with, after this, I'm just going to ignore your little tantrums because there's no need for both of us to get all worked up about this. That's not a question. It's just the truth. Okay, how about this? You ignore me, but I'll keep telling you the truth. So one of the creators of the show decided it would be a good idea to post an article mocking you and telling you that you need to just go away and get over it. But ultimately, I'm not the final judge here. They're going to have to face God Almighty. And I want you to see what Jesus says in Matthew chapter 18. Check this out, starting in verse 6. This is right after Jesus tells a child to come to him because the disciples are arguing, who's the greatest? And Jesus says, become like one of these children. And he goes on and says, but whoever causes one of these little ones who believe in me to sin, it would be better for him if a millstone were hung around his neck and he were drowned in the depth of the sea. Woe to the world because of offenses, for offenses must come, but woe to the man by whom the offense comes. Now, ultimately, Jesus is talking about all believers here. He's saying, woe to whoever causes a believer to stumble. But Jesus is using a child. And the Bible's clear as well that there are degrees of punishment in hell. And I 100% believe that someone who takes the innocence of a child and takes advantage of it and causes a child to get caught up in all this depraved, evil, wicked, anti-truth agenda, then I 100% believe that they're going to wish they had a much heavier millstone to tie around their necks when they face the judgment of God. But hey, let me know your thoughts about all this in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. And please hit that subscribe button. Join this community. I would love to hear from you regularly. And if you wouldn't mind hitting that thumbs up button, you know when you like this video, it'll get pushed out to more people and it would really help spread this message. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.